Hi guys, welcome to Practice English with Paul. Today we're going to have a look at some really nice expressions to talk about passing an exam. I'll also give some expressions if you're not so successful as well. Now in English there are millions of ways to say this, but I've chosen some ones that are going to make you sound quite natural and that you can use with native speakers in your daily English as well. So it'll make a very big difference to you, okay? Let's have a look at the first expression. Very common, very useful. There was really nothing to it. Learn this expression as a whole expression. You can apply this to many different contexts. So if someone said, wow, Paul, you passed your German exam, 100%. There was really nothing to it. I worked hard and the questions were easy. There was nothing to it. The second one, nice phrasal verb. I sailed through the exam. If you sail through an exam, it's like sailing like on a boat. You just go through stormy seas, no problem. It means you successfully complete it. So if you sailed through an exam, it was really easy for you, there was nothing to it, and you passed successfully. Very common. The next one, maybe you know this, to pass with flying colours. If you pass an exam with flying colours, it's just so easy for you. There was nothing to it. The questions were relatively easy, maybe because you worked hard, you revised, you practiced all your materials, all those things, and you just sailed through the exam and you passed with flying colours. So congratulations if you have ever achieved that. The next one is, I got full marks in my history test. So someone could say to me, oh, how did your history test go? Well, I got full marks. I managed to get full marks in my history test. Oh, congratulations. The next one we have is, I aced my geography test. Now, this is probably a bit more American than British, but we do say this sometimes. To ace something means you do it very, very well and very easily. So if I say I aced my geography test, it was simple. It took me 5 minutes. I didn't even sweat once. Now, we change it a little bit now. We have this phrasal verb to scrape through. I just managed to scrape through. So if you say this, it means you passed, but you just managed to pass. Maybe not with a very good mark. You just maybe got 1 or 2% more so that you didn't fail. So you scraped through. It was a struggle. It was difficult for you. But you managed to scrape through and you passed. Congratulations. But maybe not with a high mark. We can also say borderline. How was your mark? Unfortunately, my mark was borderline. So borderline, pass, fail. You're on that line between passing and failing. So you could say, yes, my geography test, it didn't go so well. Unfortunately, I was just borderline. Or I had a borderline pass. But thankfully, I did pass, but I'm not so happy with the result. We have this one where we start to fail now. Now, we can say to fail an exam, but here we can say, I was a bit short of the mark. So if you're a bit short of the mark, you're just under the borderline. So unfortunately, you've just failed. If the pass mark is 60%, maybe you got 59. So you're just a bit short of the mark. We have this one, which is originally American, but we do use this in Britain as well, to flunk. If you flunked a test or you flunk an interview, you can flunk anything. It means you just did it very badly and you weren't successful. So if you flunk an exam, unfortunately, you have failed it, sadly. And the last one, I just like this collocation, and I want to share this with you. To fail miserably is to say that you failed so badly. Now, I'm a linguist, but when I was in Britain doing my A-level exams, I had to take maths, and I failed miserably. I got such a bad mark, but thankfully in my other subjects I did really well. But seriously, maths, I failed miserably. I am miserable at maths, seriously guys. So you've got some very nice expressions there that you can use in your conversational English. Now, one extra little tip is that, because I'm here in Russia, this is where I teach and have a school, and a lot of Russians make this mistake where they say, this summer I'm going to pass my exams. That's not correct, because we say, this summer I'm going to take my exams, I'm going to sit my exams, I'm going to write my exams, and the result is you pass or you fail. So we don't say that, I'm going to pass my exams this summer. So that's a very important mistake to watch out for. Maybe some of you do that in the countries where you're from as well. So guys, I hope that was useful. Please leave a comment and please leave a thumbs up. So guys, I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.